What is going on YouTube? In today's video we are going to be doing a main DPS build guide and a damage showcase on Kujou Sara. Now when Sara came out, a lot of people referred to her as an Electro Bennett. In some ways they do have a lot of similarities, and in some ways Sara is better, in some ways Bennett is better. I particularly really like Sara's playstyle, and she gets better as she gets more constellations. Alright, so let's get started. For Sara's talents, I do have them at 9, 11, 11. As you can see, her damage multipliers are pretty low if you're normal attacking with her. That's why I really suggest focusing on charge attack and not a physical Sara, as her aim shots do, or as her fully charged aim shots do more damage, and it goes into her kit because of her skill as well. Now when you do Tengu Storm Call, she retreats a little bit back, and in her next charge attack will gain this kind of feather, and you can essentially hit an enemy with it, and if a character is in it, it'll get a attack boost as well, which is pretty awesome, which is why they call her an Electro Bennett. Now if you do not have her C2, it gets a little clunky because with her C2 she leaves a Tengu feather behind and you don't have to charge attack with her. Burst is the same buff as her E skill as well, so a lot of people get that confused, and her burst actually has a really high damage multiplier, which I really like a lot. Now her passive, when you have the Crow Feather cover state, your next aim charge time is decreased by 60%, which is amazing. Her second passive just restores a little bit of energy. It's not that much. She is an energy hungry character with her burst costing 80, so any little bit will help. I do have her at C6. Her C1 is okay in a sense. You do want to go for her C2 like right off the back if you do want to main DPS her. It just helps out immensely with her clunky playstyle. It makes her way more smooth. Her other constellation that is really amazing is her last constellation, is her C6, Sin of Pride. This grants your character that got that damage boost, that attack boost I should say, it increases their electro crit damage by 60%. Now this is huge, kind of like Goru's C6 in a way as well. Now going into artifacts, I do have her with the 2-piece Thunder Fury, 2-piece Gladiator's Finale. For a main DPS, this is pretty much the best set you can have on her. For support, of course, it's a 4 emblem. Here are the stats on my set for Sara. Pause if you need to. Now I do have my Sara with the Skyward Harp. It is her best in slot weapon. You can use the Viridescent Hunt because it does have crit rate as a substat. Blackcliff Warbow, if you are completely free to play, this is a great weapon as well because of that crit damage substat. Moan's Moon has a high base attack, and its passive is really good for Sara's to get her burst a little bit more damage since she is energy hungry character. Another free to play one is the Prototype Crescent, just for that attack boost since you are going to be charge attacking with her as a main DPS. Now she is, again, she wants energy recharge for her substats. You can also use a bow with energy recharge for this slot. So you can also go with the Sacrificial as it has a high base attack to it with energy recharge, and you'll reset the cooldown of your E skill, or the new weapon, the Fading Twilight. Now this one I really like because she could proc the passive quite easily, and it has a high base attack as well. I will be doing a damage showcase with the Fading Twilight in this video compared to the Skyward Harp. It's going to be a little unfair because I have this weapon at level 80 and I have the Skyward Harp at level 90, and of course it is a 5-star bow. You can use Elegy of the End. It does have a high energy recharge substat. Thundering Pulse is a good option for her with the high crit damage substat. It increases her attack by 20%, but the passive, it kind of won't work for her because you don't want a normal attack with Sara. Polar Star is a great option for her. You just have to make sure you are getting the full benefits of the passive by doing some normal attacks, and it has a crit rate substat, so that's really good as well. Another great option for her, the Almost Bow is actually a great option for her since you are going to be charge attacking with her. It has a pretty good base attack and attack percentage substat, so you are going to get a lot of attack on top of her attack bonus. You want to stay away from Aqua Simulacra just because it has a great crit damage substat, but the base attack is so low. Skyward Harp, it is the best stat stick for her, high base attack, crit rate, and crit damage for its passive, and so this one would by far be the best bow for Sara. So now I'm going to be testing it with both Fading Twilight and Skyward Harp. Now let's go ahead and look at my stats with Skyward Harp. I do have 2000 attack, which with 63 crit rate, 224 crit damage. Energy recharge is a little low for my liking, and of course I do have electro damage bonus on her. I will be using crit rate food to keep up the consistency for both the Fading Twilight and the Skyward Harp. I will be switching artifacts as well.
Stabilize.
Huh? I'm going in.
That was without her elemental burst. She did a lot of damage. I saw a 25k charge attack. So now let's go ahead and try it out with the Fading Twilight. We are going to be using her burst in this one. Let me just switch up artifacts. I do have crit rate food on her. That's why she still has 61% crit rate. So let me see here if I can find a good set for her. I really want to get close as possible to the damage potential. Now, of course, the Skyward Harp is most likely going to be better because it is a paid 5-star weapon. So 1800 attack, 81 crit rate, well 61, and crit damage at 161 because I still have crit rate food, and energy recharge is at 145%.
Gather.
Teamwork is dreamwork. Strike.
So 19k on the charge
No
attack.
turning back.
72k on the burst. That is insane. We just killed it with a burst. We got the full
Flash.
boost on the Fading Twilight. 15k on charge attack without any burst.
Glory to the Shogun.
100k on alt and 7k on the following on her freaking alt. That is amazing. 28k on her elemental skill and 15k charge attack. Yo, that's with the Fading Twilight. This is not with the Skyward Harp. That's pretty insane. I'm wondering what her attack buff is with this weapon.
One with nature.
Quiver. Flash.
So with the Fading Twilight, she has 1800 attack. Now if we do her elemental skill, we gain around 550 base attack. That's pretty awesome, and this weapon is still at level 80. Dang, that's pretty awesome. All right, let's go ahead and see what it is with the Skyward Harp. Let's wait till it wears off and switch our weapon and artifacts. So we have 2150 base attack without her buff.
Quiver.
And if we do it, we gain about 700 base attack. That's 200 more than the Fading Twilight. That is pretty awesome.
Let's light it up. Teamwork is dreamwork. Flash.
25k charge
No
attack,
turning back.
28k, 92. That was a little less than the Primo Geovis chap.
Sky.
The wind knows me.
Everybody stand back. Strike.
26k without the buff, 38k charge attack, and 40k elemental skill.
Storm the front.
Solidify!
Quiver! Strike!
We'll go ahead and try her with the Mago Genki and see how she handles it.
Gather!
Strike! I'm going in! Glory to the Shogun! Flash!
Gather!
Quiver!
Stabilize!
Flash! Teamwork is dreamwork!
The wind knows me.
Quiver! Storm the front!
Solidify!
Flash!
The wind knows me.
I'm going in! Quiver!
Solidify!
Flash!
Into the wind!
Glory to the Shogun! Quiver! Strike!
Gather!
Everybody stand back!
Solidify!
Let's light it up! Quiver!
And there you have a main DPS, Kujou Sara. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I really like her with the Fading Twilight. It balances her out a little more. She boosts her own attack, she boosts her own crit damage. So you really want to balance out all her stats. So giving her the Fading Twilight, which has a high base attack for her 4-star and energy recharge, gives her everything that she really needs. So I really like this weapon on her and it looks great. But of course the Skyward Harp is going to be the better damage dealer, especially if you are running her with a battery, maybe a sub DPS Raiden Shogun or something like that. Well, thank you so much for watching. I of course have fun turning supports into main DPSs on my channel. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you on my next video. Thank you.